KB, we back at it with another YouTube video, and today we're gonna be doing another story time. First off, I hope you guys had a good 4th of July. Mine was, it's 4th of July. Me personally, I'm excited that it's over because it's coming. Halloween. Favorite season, favorite holiday, just binge watching horror movies all month. Anyways, I'm getting off topic, but let's go ahead and get into the video. School. Some of us love it, some of us hate it. I personally, middle school, actually elementary up to middle school, I loved school. Never missed a day. Even if I was sick, if I was like, I legit couldn't get out of bed, of course, I want to go to school. But, but for the most part, I would beg my mom to go to school. I'd pretend not to be sick. Not pretend to be sick. I'd pretend not to be sick so I could go to school. But anyways, I did have my little troublemaking years back in middle school, and that's what today's video is about. It is about my suspensions in middle school. Now, it happened a lot. I'm really surprised I didn't get expelled, but I'm gonna try my best to remember these stories because it's been a while. The first one that comes to my head is, I'm trying to remember what grade I was in. I think I was in I want to say 7th grade. I was sitting behind my friend in class, and I was being stupid, and I had scissors in my hands. And I was being dumb, messing around with the scissors. I was playing with them. And what's the first thing they teach you when you first hand scissors in kindergarten? Don't play with scissors. I was in middle school and I was playing with scissors. But my friend, she was sitting in front of me, and I was like, I don't know, I was just doing this. And then all of a sudden, my other friend who said, my friend's in front of me, and then her friend is sitting next to her in the front. And so her friend was like, oh my god. And I looked down, and it wasn't a lot of hair, okay? It was I want to say, this much hair, honestly. A chunk of it on the ground. And, yeah. My friend, she wasn't freaking out, but she's a girl, and a chunk of her hair just got cut off. And it really wasn't that bad. It really wasn't that noticeable. And you're thinking man, she your friend, she snitched on you? No, it was this girl. This girl, I don't know. She was always, you'll see in these stories, she was always getting me in trouble, even for things. Most of these suspensions I got, I didn't even do them. I know it's not believable, but half the things I got in trouble for, I didn't even do. It was just lies, and of course I believed her over me. But anyway, yeah, I guess she went out, and this girl, she was friends with that girl, and I guess she told her what happened, and you know what she did? She was at the principal's office, and I got suspended for it. And I got in big trouble for that because she made it sound like I legit gave her a whole haircut in school. But it was literally, I'm telling you, it was this much hair. I admit my faults. I should have been playing with scissors. But come on now, it was an accident. But yeah, they suspended me. They didn't give me in-school suspension because, like I said, I don't remember the order of these stories in which they happened. But I remember I had already gotten in-school suspension 4 times. I don't think it was that week. I think over a couple weeks, I already had 4 in-school suspensions. So they suspended me. Next story, what do you know? The same girl got me in trouble. We were on a track. It was recess. The options we had for recess in middle school was walk the track, or they had Foursquare and basketball, and of course all the other stuff sports on the other side. But I'd always walk the track because, you want to go to school to talk to your friends, I guess. I don't know, but that's what I did. We were walking the track, and this girl, I don't even remember how we started arguing, or why we were even in the same vicinity in the first place. But we were walking, and we were arguing, and, I had a mechanical pencil, and whenever I'm, like, anxious or I'm mad, I have to do something with my hands, like I have to mess with something. And so I had a mechanical pencil. I was wearing a hoodie. I always wear a hoodie in my pocket. And I don't remember why the argument got so heated, but it got heated to the point. Okay, she's like standing like, I would say a good 5 feet that way from me. And I threw the pencil that way. I took it out of my pocket and I threw it like the total opposite direction of her. And I guess she went and she told the principal that I threw the pencil at her, and I did not. And they even told me, they were like, we're gonna go and check the cameras, and if we see the pencil, you're getting in trouble. And I was like, please go look at the cameras, because I did not throw the pencil. Obviously they did not go check the cameras, because guess what? I got to in-school suspension for it. Now, in-school suspension, I'm gonna be honest, it wasn't that bad, I barely had any work to do in middle school, because in school, I was always on top of my work. So, I never had anything to do, and I would do things early. So I'd just literally be sitting there. Some people, the mentors, whatever they're called for the people in school suspension, they would let me sleep. They would let me take a little nap, because I wasn't doing anything but just sitting there. Some of them even brought me snacks. I was a good kid. I know it's cliche, but I was a good kid. I was just misunderstood and got in trouble for things I didn't even do. It's not the same girl, it's a different girl. Nobody liked her, because it wasn't like a bullying situation. She was bullying people, she was one of those girls who thought she was all that. And one day, I guess somebody had enough, and I'm telling you, like, every Friday, there was always a fight at the school. People would be like, there's gonna be a fight at the bus stop, blah, blah. All I know is, I remember she was running down the hall, and the direction they were running, my locker was right by it. So I just see her running, and then I look over, and I see, like, tons of other people running. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna go around too, because I'm like, ooh, like, come on, I'm a middle schooler. I wanna go see a fight. It's not that big of a deal. So I'm like the last person who's running. And then there's all these people, they're running past this teacher. And of course, who did the teacher decide to stop? Me. And so she sends me to the principal's office. And I tried to tell him, I was like, it wasn't me. I was just going along. Why didn't you stop the other students that were running in front of me? Why are you stopping me? I have nothing to do with anything that's going on right now. But they did not believe me in that situation either. And guess what? Boom, in school suspension for, I don't even remember what they said it was for, but I got in school suspension for that. But I didn't get in school suspended, I just got detention for it. But I thought I'd just throw it in because, we're on the topics. This one I will admit I did do, and it was stupid, But we were walking to lunch in the hall, and this one, it's not even that bad, but we were walking, and I don't know if I got all big or something for my friends, but I ripped this poster off the wall, and the teacher came up to me, and I got detention for it. But the reason why I wanted to tell this story was because I didn't want to go to detention alone. So I told my best friend, I was like, yo, you should come sit at detention for me. And so he did. He came to the detention table because at lunch there was a detention table because after lunch they would take you to detention. So we did that. And I don't know what the teacher thought she was doing, but she left the class full of kids in detention alone for probably like 20 minutes. And so that whole 20 minutes, I don't even remember what we were supposed to be doing, but I remember we were laying on the floor, getting on the desks. Another one is when I have really bad like social anxiety, like so bad. I won't even go to Subway. I hate going to Subway, not because I don't like the food, but because I don't want to sit there and tell you everything that I want, because it's nerve-wracking. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm one of those people who read the easiest thing to say on the menu and say that's what I want, even if it's not. I just want the situation to be over. But yeah, it's really bad social anxiety. So I would skip PE, and I know PE is like the easiest class, but I hated doing the sports in front of people. I hated, even though I know I wasn't the center of attention, I felt like I was the center of attention. So I would skip, I probably skipped like a good half of the year of PE. And for the most part, because the first PE teacher that we had didn't really care. But the second one we had, got in trouble for it. And one of the people came to the bathroom and they were like, yo, the teacher's looking for you, like, what do you want me to say? And I should have said, tell them that I'm sick, now that I think about it, to be smarter, but no, I said, tell them that I'm not here. So they looked around the whole school during the period and they couldn't find me, but finally they found me in the bathroom and they're like, we were looking all over the school, we were about to call the police, and and I went there and I got out of detention for this one because I told them, I was like, the social anxiety is like so bad, like I literally can't. But the principal didn't even, they cared enough to not give me suspension for it, but they didn't care enough to try to help me with the situation. They were just like, we catch you skipping again, you're suspended or expelled. I couldn't remember how many times I had been suspended before that point, but yeah, they gave me that ultimatum. And from then on, I wouldn't skip, but I wouldn't participate, which just continued to hinder my grade. In PE, I had an F in PE in middle school because I just didn't want to do it. Another story is, I didn't get in-school suspension or suspended for this one either, but I figured I'd just tell it. Me and my friend, it was really stupid. We were fighting over a girl. It was really stupid, but we were in middle school. But yeah, I liked this girl. He liked this girl. And one day I found out, my friend came up, she was like, yo, he just asked, so-and-so to be his partner in the lab. And now looking back, that just sounds so stupid. Like, really, you're getting mad because they're partners in school party? But I don't know. It was middle school. This is how it was, okay? So I'm feeling threatened, because I felt like I was getting somewhere, And so after school, and when I'm telling you, me and this dude, we're like best friends. We've been best friends since 4th grade. We're still best friends now. We laugh about this now, but this was a big deal. So of course, my friend telling me that, I couldn't just sit back and pretend nothing's wrong or nothing's happening because I don't know. I just had to prove. I felt like I had to prove a point. So after school, I think I went to his locker because his locker was not even close to mine at all. And I think I approached him and I was like, yo, so you're asking so and so to be your partner in school project, even though you know that I like her? He's like, yeah, you guys aren't together, what about it? Basically, we got into an altercation. And we were fighting. We weren't fist fighting, but we were like shoving each other. I threw my stuff down. I'm like, come on, let's go. But we weren't sweet. Neither one of us were sweet. We were just shoving each other. And then all of a sudden, teacher came, was like, hey, he ran to come break it up. And then my friend, he took off running. And I just stood there. I was like, yeah, whatever happens at this point. But I didn't get in school suspension for it because one of the teachers who liked me, I was like, I want to say I was the favorite student, but she was like, no, I'll escort him to the bus. That way they don't find each other later. So she escorted me to the bus. She's like, it's not worth it. That's really stupid. And I agree now that was really stupid. I'm trying to remember if I can. I know there was like a lot that happened, but it was like so much that I don't even remember what I even got in trouble for. I just remember being in the school suspension place a lot. Then one time, it was because in my photography class, the teacher let us literally roam the school to take whatever pictures was needed. Like Foursquare Center pictures or whatever. And me and my friends, we would go in the basement, which we weren't allowed to go. That was the one place we weren't allowed to go, and we went because who doesn't want to check out their middle school basement? And I remember we thought, I know now that it was the wind in the basement, but we would think that the basement was haunted because to the door it would jiggle. The doorknob would jiggle, and we were like, oh my god, it's haunted. We would go down there, it was dark. It was basically storage. There wasn't nothing. Well, actually, my friend, I think she said she found a $20 bill in there. But other than that, it was just a storage basement. But I didn't really get in school suspension or suspended for that. I just, because one of the kids, they snitched on us, said that we were going in the basement. And the teacher got on to us about it. But, I just want to end off this video by, giving some advice. I've graduated, I'm only 18, and I don't have a lot of life experience, but, I want to share what I do know now that I'm older, and I can get what the adults were telling me when I was young. So, I just want to tell y'all, don't waste your time in school trying to be cool. Trying to be somebody deep down that you're not. Because guess what? In a couple years, nobody cares if you were cool in middle school. I barely talked to anybody that I talked to when I was in middle school. I talked to 2 people, and that's it. You live and you learn. You grow. And most importantly, I don't know how old you guys are watching this, but I just want to tell y'all something that you've probably heard over and over. Enjoy being a kid. Like, I know I'm only 18 years old. I don't know the world fully yet, but now I do get, when I was younger, why the adults in my life would tell me that. Because, once you turn 18, I don't know, depending on your situation, it really does hit, You gotta start adulting, and you don't really have time to do the things that you used to do. You don't really have time to hang out with your friends because they're all working. But yeah. You don't really have time to do your hobbies because all you really have time for is, depending if you have chores on your own, you can do your chores. You maybe have maybe like a couple of hours to do what you want to do, and then you gotta go to bed, wake up, go to work, do it all over again. And I really miss the times when, when you were a kid and you didn't really have anything to do, any responsibilities or anything. So yeah, just want to tell y'all, stay focused in school. I know most of the things they teach you is pointless, but keep good grades, because even if the things that they don't teach you is important, your grades are. What they look like on paper matters, depending on if you want to go to college or, even some jobs, they don't want to see somebody who doesn't do their work and who's on slack off, But enough being deep. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. All the fun stuff I tell y'all to do at the end of the video. Follow my socials. They're always in the description. They're always in the beginning of the video. And when you comment, tell me what you want to see next. And till the next time I see y'all. Peace.